Howdy, my name is Noah Tostenson, and this is my COMM 203 Speech 3, Building Community Through Common Interests. Our school, Texas A&M, has a huge number of student-run organizations that span a huge number of topics too. There's a scuba diving club, there's a magic club, there's business organizations, there's even an all-men's a cappella group. I've actually seen them perform before and they're pretty good, so don't knock them till you try them. I'm here today to convince you that you should join a student-run organization to better connect to your community. Throughout my personal college career, I've been in a number of student orgs that ranged from professional to service-oriented and even social orgs that have really given me the opportunity to meet new people that really bettered my college experience. This opportunity to meet new people who have common interests with you is really important because it's pretty essential to finding friends that you can really start to rely on throughout your college experience. Almost everybody needs somebody to rely on throughout college though, whether it's your parents or friends or roommates. Without somebody that you can turn to, college becomes so much more difficult. So finding a good solid friend group is a really good way to start. On the other side of this, many college students suffer from poor mental health because they feel disconnected from the people around them or like they're struggling alone. It's really easy when you feel alone, and especially in college, especially if you've just moved from home or you're moved into a new place and don't really have friends. It's easy to become depressed and feel anxious about your life. According to the article, Trends in College Student Mental Health and Help Seeking by Race and Ethnicity, originally written for the Journal of Affective Disorders, around 60% of college students met criteria for having one or more mental health illnesses from the year 2020 to 2021. Now, personally, 60% seems like a huge number to me. It's more than half. But depending on how your view of mental health is, it's kind of easy to understand. College students face test-taking anxieties. They easily get depressed from doing poorly in a class. It's really easy to see how this might have occurred, how these people might become depressed. There's another organization called the American College Health Association. And what they do is they send out a survey to colleges that they send them to their students, and students fill them out. And it's a survey over overall health. So it's physical health and mental health. So there's sections that have to do with tobacco and alcohol usage, but also with mental health, depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. In their most recent assessment, which was their third one, they found that 3/4 of college students report experiencing moderate to severe psychological distress. Now, 3/4, 75% is a huge amount, even bigger than before. So it's kind of crazy to think about in a room of 4 people, 3 of them experience this poor mental health throughout their college experience that they feel affected their academic performance. In this statistic shown, it states that nearly 22% of 18 to 25-year-olds experienced poor mental illness nationwide. They then go on to specify that they found that around 24% of their students that were sampled in this group experienced anxiety, and 12% experienced depression that they felt affected their academic performance. Now, you might look at this chart and think, oh, well, that's just their surveyed sample. That doesn't really apply to us. But this is actually our Texas A&M campus. Texas A&M put out this graphic as part of their mental health promotion for student life, and it really showcases that this mental health crisis is on our campus. It's affecting our campus. Now, this was published in 2015, and they've done more surveys since then, but this really helped to show that this poor mental health, feeling alone, feeling disconnected from our communities, affects us here at Texas A&M. After seeing that this affects our campus and campuses nationwide, it's important to look at how we can help stay connected and really battle this poor mental health. And that's where student organizations come in. According to the article, Student Engagement and Student Learning, Testing the Linkages by Robert Carini, he found that there was a positive correlation between student involvement and academic performance. This means that the more that students were involved on campus, whether it be through student organizations or other programs, the better they tended to do in classes. Now, if this is directly attributed to mental health, his essay didn't really go into, but it's kind of an easy correlation that could be made, an assumption that you could think that students who were more involved and tended to have more friends and more of a support system tended to be the ones that ended up doing better in their classes. Now, there's another journal article that was titled Linking Extracurricular Involvement and Mental Health by Nicholas Tuing. And this was written at the University of San Diego. And he found that students who joined extracurricular organizations were more likely to feel a sense of community and belonging. Now, this is kind of important because it shows that through joining these student organizations, you can sort of improve your mental health and feel more like you belong in college, which is a struggle that many students face. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, but what if there's not a student organization for me? What if I can't find people who I relate to? Well, listen to this. According to the Student Activities Division at Texas A&M, so us, there's around 1,000 registered student-run organizations that you can find anywhere. And here, I have filmed an example of me looking. So say that your hobby is photography. You can go to this website that they provide, and you can search by name, letter, or topic. So I'm just gonna go to P because it's photography. And look, the first one here is the photography club at Texas A&M. So you click on this link and it provides you with all sorts of information. What the club does, their contact information, their dues, and all sorts of stuff. But photography is pretty broad, so I'm gonna go to something more specific. Say I'm like a die-hard Taylor Swift fan. I wonder if there's an organization for me that I can find. Well, boom. This just all shows that there's a number of organizations available for all sorts of interests at Texas A&M. Picture this. After joining a student organization, you become more involved and meet new people that really connect you and positively impact your overall mental health at Texas A&M. This is what you could be missing out on. You could be missing out on not feeling alone or feeling like college is overwhelming because you have this group of people that you relate to and share common interests with. There's professional orgs that have people going through the same classes as you that you can really bond with over your struggles if that's what you want to do. The Texas A&M student body would not only be healthier and more productive if more students joined student orgs, but overall, better. In conclusion, I think that becoming more involved students, we can consequently come together and get closer as a Texas A&M community. By building community through common interests, we can really take that next step to making Texas A&M a better place. Now, it's as easy as marking the date for the MSC open house in your calendar, or browsing the website I just showed you to find a student org that you like, or even just taking your phone out, going to Instagram, and looking for a student org from Texas A&M that you think would be the one that would be right for you. Anyways, any number of those things can be done right now, and you should do them because the more involved you are, the more we can make sure that Texas A&M is a healthier and more beneficial place to be at, and overall make our campus more enjoyable for everybody. Thank you.